Everybody, this is a greeting, a Tai Chi greeting, to welcome you all to my talk. In this hour, I'm going to talk to you about what a fascinating art exercise Tai Chi is, and sort of briefly how it works and the benefits. And then we're going to spend most of the time trying out Tai Chi. And when you try Tai Chi, you probably will get to feel the dilemma of Tai Chi. That on one hand, Tai Chi is a pretty complex art and exercise with a lot of layers of depth. On the other hand, it can be so simple, so easy to understand, and it doesn't need a lot of time to gain lots of health benefit. And that also, because I incorporate my medical studies to make Tai Chi more health-orientated. So what is Tai Chi? It started roughly 400 years ago. It was created by Mr. Cheng, and he originally created it sort of like a martial art, but what it is based on the Chinese traditional medicine and the philosophical understanding of the law of nature. So some people talk about Taoist. Taoist is a group of people. They are amazing. Back 2,000 years ago, they were able to observe the universe. They were able to conceive many laws about nature that is still hold true. And eventually, a lot of people think it's some sort of spiritual or religious act, but the true Taoism, back to the original people, they are really philosophers and people who understand and really want to know the truth about universe. And a lot of Chinese traditional medicine kind of based on that as well. So the Chinese traditional medicine is like a holistic medicine, and I practice Western medicine as well as Chinese traditional medicine. It's different, but it's still good medicine in different way. The Chinese traditional medicine is more holistic. We look at the person as a whole. And there's a lot of emphasis on that inner energy called the Qi. The Qi is something that you cannot measure and you cannot see, but it circulates throughout the whole body, moving blood and fluid, and provided life and harmony within the body. So the whole Chinese traditional medicine is based on that concept that there are many different energy channels of the Qi, and let's say if your lung meridian is affected, then you have lung condition, and so on. So in that sense, Tai Chi is very close to it. In Tai Chi, we work on improving your Qi. So make you stronger from within, make you healthier from within. So your Qi will be more strong and more better balanced. Now, Qi cannot be measured yet with the modern science, but whether you believe it or not doesn't really matter. Traditional medicine, Chinese medicine does work, and Tai Chi does work. I know it works because I've been doing it 47 years. And I have arthritis since I was 13. 60 years later, I'm flexible and strong. I spent half my year travel around the world teaching Tai Chi. Before that, the other half year I work as a family physician in Sydney, Australia. I also teach in the University of New South Wales. So I have a combination of both. I use medical research to make Tai Chi easier to learn and more effective for health. So the Tai Chi has been studied quite extensively now. And I think, generally speaking, when I started doing Tai Chi, a lot of my doctor colleagues think that a little weird. But now, just about every doctor I encounter understand and know Tai Chi is really beneficial for health. And actually, a lot of them recommend Tai Chi. So that is a big change, because there's more than 1,000 studies showing Tai Chi improve almost every aspect of health. One of the studies by University of North Carolina is the world's biggest study with people with arthritis using my Tai Chi program. And that study has shown within 8 weeks, people who did Tai Chi compared to people who doesn't do Tai Chi, the people who did Tai Chi has less pain with their arthritis, can do more in their daily tasks. Like they can walk further, they can climb more stairs, and so on. And they feel better about themselves, which is really important. What you feel for yourself is how you feel. And I met people who's got everything in life, but they're miserable. I meet people who have a tough life and have all sort of disability, but they're happy and comfortable. And I'd rather be the other one. I have arthritis for 60 years, happy and also healthy, to help with Tai Chi. So the mind is really important. So those people did 8 weeks. They already feel much better about themselves. And the other thing is they have better balance. So therefore, they're less likely to fall. So that is, there's another 30 studies which are based on my program. And all my Tai Chi for Health programs are a combination of Western medicine and make the Tai Chi simple and totally for health, which is what we're going to do now. I'm going to work with you with a few movements, and I'd like you to feel the enjoyment and the benefit of Tai Chi. And then just to let you know, this will be recorded, and I'll send you a copy of the recording. So whatever you didn't hear clear or didn't quite get it, it will become in the recording. And you're welcome to give your question, write your question in chat. My colleague here, Ernie, would you like to wave and say hello to everybody?
Hey, hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to this class. We hope you will participate. Stay in your own comfort zone. Stay on mute while Dr. Lam is speaking so we all can hear. If you would like to turn on your video, we will get to see you as well. And if you have any questions, you can use the chat function on the lower menu of your screen, and we will answer those as we go along or wait until the end of the class and get right back to you. So enjoy.
Thank you, Ernie. And my other colleague, Pat Lawson from Florida.
Okay.
So if you have questions, write in chats, and either my colleagues will answer the questions, or I will answer them at the recordings later on. So then we have more time for Tai Chi practice, which is the main purpose of us here. But before I start, do you have any absolute most important question before we start doing the Tai Chi practice? Okay, I guess there isn't. Good, fantastic. So I'm going to start with a breathing exercise, and we're going to do it seated first, and then later on we're going to do it standing up. So breathing is really important. Of course, the ancient Chinese were aware that breath is life, and the right way to breathe can really make your chi stronger, make you healthier. And this is quite remarkable because you can't see air, you can't feel air. How do they know breathing and air is so vital to life? There's so many things the ancient Chinese know that is fantastic. So what I did with my breathing is the Tai Chi breathing method that I incorporate modern medicine to make it easier and even more effective. So I call this Dantian breathing. What I like you to do is join me sitting down or I can't see you, but that's okay. You can follow my direction and do this with me. First of all, if possible, sit forward a little bit so you're not leaning back. Yeah. And then I like you to sit upright so that you're not like hunching, like sitting upright but not tense. And I like you to allow your shoulders to just gently open up. And put your hand over your lap. And make sure your chair is comfortable and safe. And now, I'd like you to just put your hand here. I'll go a little behind you so you can see me better. You don't have to stand up like me. You can just sit down. Put your hand just below your belly button here. And this is where the dantian is. The dantian is a conceptual area just below 3-finger breadth, below your belly button. And if your palm is here, you're just pressing on the dantian. And that is the center of the internal energy. But we don't have to know any of those. All I want you to do is feel your hands here. And I like you to think of when you breathe in, you gently imagine underneath your hand, it's a balloon. You blow that balloon as you breathe in and give it a gently push your lower, this part of the stomach out. And try not to move other part of your body. When you breathe in, gently push your hands out. And when you breathe out, I'd like you to gently squeeze in this way. Almost thinking about it is good enough. So now, when you breathe in, again, try not to use your chest, just gently expand your lower abdomen. And then when you breathe out, contract your pelvic floor muscle gently. And if you don't know where it is, that's okay. The muscles around the anus. If you just gently hold your anal muscles as though you're lifting, contracting it gently, you can feel there's a contraction there. Hands. Just gentle, slow. At any time you feel uncomfortable, just let go and your body will take over. Okay. Now, I'd like you to follow me again. Breathing in, gently expand this. Breathing out and gently contract your pelvic floor muscle. And then in. And if you like, we can just bring your hands in the front of you, so that it's your hands now represent your dantian. So when you breathe in, you expand your dantian as I described, and then let your hand open up a little bit. And when you breathe out, you gently squeeze your pelvic floor muscle, and you gently squeeze your hands a little closer. Again, just thinking about it is almost enough. Not a big movement. Open and close. Remember this area? Expand as you breathe in, contract as you breathe out. And just to make it more interesting, I'd like you to imagine there's a magnetic force between the center of the palm. When you breathe in, you have to pull it slightly apart. And when you close in, you can gently push it together. Okay, let's do that a couple of times with me. In and out. One more time with magnetic force. Open up and close. And the last time. And I'm going to just talk to you a little bit more about the science behind it. So when you breathe this way and not using your lung to breathe, what happens is you activate a group of muscles called the deep stabilizers. The pelvic floor muscles where here, just at the pelvis, like holding up the structure of your stomach. And the transverse abdominis is a sheet of muscles in front of you to hold your stomach. And in the back, there's the multifidus. Those are the muscles that hold your back. And then the diaphragm is a true dome-like structure below your lung. So those four group of muscles, front, back, underneath, on top, it's like a muscular corset. It protects your organs here. But more important than that, they work together. They have an amazing mechanism that only recently medical science understands how this works. The diaphragm is like two domes underneath your lung. When you breathe out, if you use your abdominal pressure like what I described before, when you breathe out, it brings the dome down. It creates a negative pressure, bring the dome up. So, when you breathe in, the dome goes down, so the lung stretch. And when you breathe out, the two domes move up and the lung gets squeezed. So this way, it increase the capacity of the lung. Now normally we breathe with our intercostal muscles here, and most of us don't usually use the diaphragm to breathe. But when you breathe deeper through using the diaphragm, you increase the lung space by 20%. So you have 20% more oxygens. And also that at the same time, that activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which is in charge of healing, in charge of relaxation, and allow your body to repair and relax you, make you think clearer. So this breathing method is connected to the mind as well as the lung to give you more oxygen. And the stabilizer muscles, the other two muscles I described, they work together. There is an invisible connection between them. When you contract the pelvic floor muscle, it activates this muscle here, this muscle in the back, and it makes your back stronger, and it protects your spine. So therefore, make it stronger from inside. That is what Tai Chi does. Just by simple thing, breathing, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, help us to relax. At the same time, it strengthens the internal structure, make your spine stronger. So, people like who use the mind power a lot, you think a lot and you sit down a lot, and you're more likely to get back pains than other people. And strengthening the stabilizers is shown by studies that it reduces back pain by 67%. That's a study by Sydney University Physiotherapy Department using my Tai Chi method. So just the simple breathing, you can do it in your work, at times when you get stressed, or at times you're overwhelmed with so many things, and you need to sit down and have a decision. And this is what I do, and I recommend you can do the same. Sit straight, sit upright, don't think about your word now, and just take a few dantian breathing. And focus on the breathing. And if your boss is not watching you, you can do this, open, close, or you just visualize you're doing open and close. And after a little while, your mind is clear, and you can deal with stress much better. And this is a technique that a lot of our Tai Chi people use. Okay, so we're going to do the Tai Chi movement, but keep remembering the breathing method. This is the traditional Tai Chi breathing method, but modified with modern medical studies. And the modification actually make the execution of the movement much easier. It's very easy. It takes me 5-10 minutes, and I show you how to do it, and yet more powerful. So for the first 20 years, I do the traditional Tai Chi breathing method, and for the last 26 years, I do the dantian breathing method, and it's much more effective. And you've just learned it. It's easy. But as you do more, you find there's more to it. So now I would like you to join me. If you can sit down and visualize anything I do. However, if you have a space and you can find a bit of space around you, then that's even more fun to stand out, and if you're comfortable too. So we're going to just walk around where you are, so loosen up and get your joints open. And then as we walk around and loosen up, have the blood flowing, I like to remind you that everything you do should be well within your comfort zone. Make sure, have you spotlight me? Can you spotlight me? So everybody can see full picture of me. So I'd like to remind you that you should do everything well within your comfort zone. And anything you don't feel as comfortable, you can't stretch that much, what you do is you visualize, you just think, and then do whatever you can within your comfort zone. And that would be a wonderful way to do Tai Chi without causing any potential side effect. Everybody can see my whole body. Let my team know if you can. Okay, so we walk around, loosen up, and understand you're going to do everything within your comfort zone. We're going to do 3 simple warm-up exercises before we start. First thing I like you to do is standing roughly shoulder width apart, and staying tall, but not tense. And then I like you to bring your hands up slowly and smoothly. And then turn your palm, and then you push towards your chin, and let your chin kind of go back gently. And then push forward gently, and slowly, slowly bend your neck as your hands goes down. We do everything very slowly, smoothly, well within your comfort zone. Chin back, looking straight ahead, and forward, and slowly, slowly. So this is stretching your neck gently, but at the same time you can see you're also stretching muscles your upper limb. And if you do it slowly, smoothly, you will start following Tai Chi principles. When you are slow, you allow your body and mind to integrate. And when you're smooth, it brings serenity to your mind. The next warm-up exercise, we're going to stretch our spine. And we're going to imagine you carrying a large beach ball in front of you, and then bring the bottom hand up, and imagine the ceiling is falling down. We're just holding the ceiling with top hand and gently push down with the other hand. And then you come back. If you like, bend a little bit, carrying the ball, and then the other hand, one hand up, one hand down, and gently stretch. When you come back again, this time, when you stretch, I'd like you to imagine you stretching your spine as though you're pulling your spine as though there's a string, and gently, gently stretching it, slowly and gently. When you do everything slowly and gently, it gives your body, your muscles a gentle massage and stretch. And it has much less chance of any injuries. Also, it makes you feel good that you are in full control of your body. Okay, now we stretch our neck, our spine. Now we're going to do the knee. So I'd like you to hold two loose, comfortable fists below your hip and turn your toe out just a little bit. And then we're going to put your weight on the right foot, and I'm going to do mirror image to you. But it doesn't matter which foot, but if you can tell right from your left, which I often have problem with, I think that usually happen to smart people or intellectual people. They often get right and left mixed up. I do anyway. So hands down, bend your knees slightly, and bring your left foot forward, touching down. And then gently, gently move your fist forward as your weight goes forward. And come back. And let's do the other side. Foot, then weight. And that trains us to be mindful of our weight transference, which is very, very important for balance. And you know, when people are physically balanced, they're more likely to be mentally balanced as well. That is what Tai Chi is about too, about mind and body in good balance. Okay, so you notice I do everything 3 times. So those are the warm-up exercises we're going to do. Next, we're going to do a few Tai Chi movements. And this comes from my Tai Chi for Life program, which have 4 movements. You're going to do 2 of those 4 movements, plus the commencement form and the finishing form. So we're going to start with feet together, and if you're not comfortable with your feet so close, I just put your foot and rest comfortable and visualize your foot is very close like me. And then I'd like you to start first of all, just cleanse your mind, think of nothing before you do Tai Chi. And that might last a second or 2, or if you can do it longer, that's fine. And then you come to the being and be mindful of where you are, and just run through a mental check through your body. Body upright, shoulder, relax your body, upright but not tense. And then you're going to shift your weight. I'm going to do mirror image to you. Shift your weight to the right foot and step up with the left foot. And then put some weight there. And then we're going to gently, gently lift up those hands. And bring the hands in front of your chest, like what we did before. So the point is, allow the palm face each other, because in the middle of your palm there's an acupuncture point where the energy of your upper limbs are here. And when energy communicate with each other, it's just like we communicate with each other, we grow stronger. And so when the palms are facing each other, the chi communicate and we grow stronger internally. So let's do that again. Cleanse your mind. Then come back to your body and feel your body. Body upright, but not tense. Then separate your feet. Bring your hands up slowly, palm face each other, and smoothly. And then bring your hands in front of your chest, below your chin, about the width of your head. And the finger pointing up, palm face each other. Of course, if you are not comfortable, if you're more comfortable this way, that's fine. But visualize it doing what I'm doing. And make sure you don't have to turn. I just show you there's got to be a space here. So that's like having an energy field in front of you. And at the same time, if you're comfortable, bend your knees, but still keeping your body upright. Let's do that again. We're going to start with feet separate, and then slowly, slowly bring your hands up, breathing in gently, and then bring your hands in front of you, bend your knees, and your hands in front of your chest. And then remember the breathing exercise we did. When we're sitting down, we're going to open up, breathing in. Open up to roughly shoulder width apart. Breathing out, squeeze together to roughly head width apart. Let's do that again. Breathing in. And breathing out. Anytime you feel uncomfortable, what you could do is stand up as you breathe in. Close as you breathe out. Or if you're comfortable, stay bend slightly, well within your comfort zone. Breathing in. Feel that magnetic force between the hands. Breathing out and gently, gently squeeze against the magnetic force. One more time with the dantian breathing. Breathing in, expand that balloon. Breathing out and gently, gently contract your pelvic floor muscles. So usually a multiplication of 3 is good, like 3 times open, close, or 6 times or 9 times. Let's just stay at 3 times and bring your hands forward and slowly, slowly. And then bring your feet together. So you have just done the commencement form, one movement, the open and close 2 movements, and then the closing forms. So there's 3 movements already. However, if you just think back from the warm-up exercises, you start moving slowly, smoothly, mindfully. You're already doing Tai Chi from the warm-up exercise. And if you were with me all this time, you realize that life is so much nicer. And you are able to really, when you're being mindful, that means you're really living. You are here, you know, you're really living your life. If you go through a whole day, I have a patient who was a bus driver, and he came home one day and he says, Dr. Lam, I don't remember the whole day at all. And he thought that was the time he need to change his life. So he did. He changed his life. He lived a way that he's mindful of. Okay, we've done those movements. Let's do another movement. We're going to do the same to start with. The next movement is a little bit more involved. Imagine someone sort of playing around with you and trying to push you or something. So you bring one hand up and just to block him. So your hands goes up. It doesn't matter which one. We're going to do both hands. Like a nice, slow, gentle block. And the other hand go forward. So, hey, stop playing around. So it's a block and a gentle push. And also we're going to do it with our steps too. So I take you through the steps as well. But if you just visualize block, push, yep, and that's really the movement. It's called Fair Lady Working in the Shuttle. If you remember some old Chinese films where the ladies working in the shuttle, it's like doing something like that. A block and a push. Okay, so we're going to start with beginning. Separate your feet. Bring your hands up slowly, smoothly, and bend your knees if you're comfortable slightly. And you do open, breathing in, close, breathing out. And we can do a couple more. 3 is a good number. Open against magnetic force. Gently. And one more time. Open, close. Now we're going to get ready for the shuttle. So we're going to shift weight to your one foot, let's say to your right foot, and bring your hands closer and the other foot a little bit closer. And then step forward, block, push, and a little step follow. I'm going to do this with my back face you, so it's easier for us to do the right and left. Open, close, shift your weight to the right, bring your right hand closer, your left hand a little bit further, and your left foot a little closer. Follow me again. Open, close. Shift weight to the right, left foot closer, and then step the left foot to what's comfortable, and then your left hand a block, a right hand a push, and follow step. Just a little follow step. And come back to where you were, and you do open, close again. So the thing to take care is when you do a block, it's just about your head, and you move smoothly, turning your arms. And when you do a push, it's in front of you, a little bit further, because the block is closer to your body, a push is further. One more time, please. Follow me. Open, close. Weight to the right, left foot little closer, take a small step to the left, a block, and a push, and a little step forward. And then come back, and you do an open and a close. And then, now, if you find it quite comfortable without the stepping, you can just do this. It just takes a little bit more leg strength, and that's okay too. And then when you come back, make sure your weight is back, and then you come back. So that awareness, mindfulness of your weight transference, when we did the warm-up exercise, it's the same with the Tai Chi. Touch down, foot down, shift your weight forward, and be mindful of your weight back, but keeping your body upright. And we're going to do both sides. In between, we're going to have an open close just to join everything together. So let's do the same from here. Open, close. To the right. Step to the left. Block and push. Then come back. Foot back. Open, close. Now we'll shift the weight to the left, step to the right, and block, push, and come back. Open, close. Now, let's do this everything 3 times. 3 is a good number. First time, you trying to revise, recall what we learned. Second time, you consolidate. And third time, you innovate, like, what else can I do? In fact, I think everything we do, 3 is a good time. Usually if you do something first time, you wouldn't do it as good as a couple more times. So we're going to do the same 3 times. Follow me, please. Open, close. Shift weight, step to the left, and block, push, and come back. Open, close. Shift weight this time to the left, block, push, come back. Now, this time, the next time, it doesn't matter, I'll do it face you. But what I'd like you to do, as well as keeping your body upright, trying to keep your movement going. Don't stop, because your energy flows all the time. If you stop, it just make it stagnant. So we were doing, doesn't matter if you do different sides, just one side and the other. Step, push, and come back. Open, close. Keep moving and keep your energy flow, mindful of your body being upright. And one more time. Come back. Open, close, and the other side. And come back. Open, close, and then you can do that for 3 times before we finish off. have a little shake and loosen up. So you can see that even if you don't have the space, I spent half my life inside aeroplane traveling around the world teaching Tai Chi. So sitting in that little seat, I can do all my Tai Chi here and visualize my moving. And that really helped me to stay healthy and to stop me from getting air sickness. And sometimes I would travel from here to Europe and then start doing a class when I got down. So Tai Chi keep me healthier and well enough to do that. I miss that actually, but this is more comfortable doing it at home, and it's fun to meeting you guys from some of you, different country, but certainly in different place. So, okay, what we learn first is the breathing exercise, the Dantian breathing exercise, that being mindful of just moving your Dantian as you breathe and not moving anywhere else, keeping your body upright, keeping your body relaxed and gently open up and not tense up like this. And you breathe in, you expand, push your hands away, expand that balloon. Breathe out, contract the pelvic floor muscles. And that's the Dantian breathing that we practice sitting down. That is something you can do just about anywhere. And then we're going to incorporate into our Tai Chi movements. First of all, we did the 3 warm-up, which I won't repeat that, but I'll do the movements. Will follow me from the beginning. I'm going to face you, so if you have problem with left and right, like I do, well, just do one side and then the other side. It doesn't really matter. Since we're going to do both sides, it will be balanced anyway. We're going to start with cleansing your mind and come to your body, being mindful of where you are and being mindful with your posture, your body upright but not tense. And then now you're going to start. Once you start, keep moving, keep it flowing like water in the river. The energy continue to flow. Do 3. One more, think of the magnetic force. Pushing against it, pulling against it, and then the Dantian breathing. After 3 times, we're going to do the shuttle, ship weight, a block, and a push. And come back. No rush, but keep moving. Making your movements smooth, slow, and continuous. Being mindful of your posture, your weight transference. If you can, when you push, imagine there is a gentle resistance. You're pushing against a gentle resistance that develop your internal strength. And one more each side. And come back. Open, close 3 times. stretch your hands. And as you bring your hands down, you slowly stand up. And then just give yourself a couple of seconds to let your chi go back to the dantian, let your body, and if you like, check your body again. Do I feel comfortable? Does my joint feel right? And then we do 3 cooling down exercises. The first cooling down exercise, we gently tap the thigh. Again, remember to move well within your comfort zone. And the second cooling down exercise, we gently clench our fists, breathing out, tense slightly, and then let go, breathing. Clench is the in breath, and let go is the out breath. And all the breathing exercise I share with you, I'd like you to remember one vital bit. Whenever you feel uncomfortable, forget it, just let your body breathe. Your body will take care of the rest. That's about Tai Chi. Tai Chi is a law of nature. We follow nature, but we also guide in ways like the way we breathe that will activate the healing system, will activate the stabilizer muscle to protect our back. At the same time, we don't fight against nature, that we don't do so hard. We do it within comfort zone. So Tai Chi is the dilemma. It is natural, and it's also guiding nature. It is complex, and it's also easy. It's fascinating. Okay, so we've done 3 of these. Breathing in, let go. And the last cooling down exercise, bring your hands up, breathing in. Bring your hands down, breathing out. And if you can, bend your knees slightly. In breath, out breath. In. Have a little shake. Thank you for joining me. I wonder if there's any questions. I got a few more minutes. I'm happy to answer any questions.
We don't have questions in the chat box. Anyone who would like to ask a question may raise your hand, and I will call upon you, or you can put your question in the chat box. A question for Dr. Lam.
Well, while we're waiting for questions, if there's no questions, I'd just like to let you know that Tai Chi it's something that has so much depth, and yet it can be so simple that you can really get what you want out of it. For example, if you just learn the breathing exercise and try it out and use it to relieve your stress or to make you think quicker, to give you more oxygen in the lung, and then you'll find as you do more of this, there is something more to it. A lot of magics come from practicing it, doing it. Then you feel, oh, there's something else. I actually feel really nice, and my mind's actually clearer, and some brilliant ideas just come out when I allow myself to focus, be mindful of something else, be mindful with your body. And you know, your body is the only one you have. Your mind is the only one you have. You got to look after it. And Tai Chi is a great way to look after it and to give it the right exercise the right treatment so you can keep being healthy. Well, I'm 74 and I really would not be anything this health. In my younger days, I was really unwell and arthritis at 13, and it changed my life. It allowed me to be a better doctor, to be a better person, and allowed me to find so many wonderful friends. And so Tai Chi have many great side effects. It's allowed me to meet you. If are there any questions?
Yes, Dr. Lam, we do have a question. When is the best time of day to practice Tai Chi?
That's a great question. Essentially, any time is a good time, but generally speaking, if you have opportunity to choose your time, morning is the best. I will get up in the morning and I will practice usually 1 hour or 2 hours, usually 1 hour, but you don't have to do that. When I was doing BC medical practice, I'll get up and I do 20 minutes to start with, and gradually I do more and more. And the time that I spend on practicing Tai Chi make me more effective and healthier, that I'm actually more productive. But you know, anytime like now, if you just feel you need to have a few minutes, few seconds off, sometimes just the time spent make you more effective at your work. Well, anyway, you can find me by Google me, and I would be happy to answer any questions or give you any resources you like. Otherwise, I will send a link to this recording to Alex, and she will forward it to everybody. So I'd like
Thank you, Dr. Lam, for presenting this class. The chat box is having many thank yous to you, how the different ones enjoyed. And one remark was, this reminds her of her grandparents, her maternal grandparents, who used to do Tai Chi in the park. And this was a fond memory. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yes. By the way, we have Tai Chi for kids. Tai Chi can be done by any age, not just older people, but nonetheless, any age is a good age to start. And especially now, so much stress. And you know, there's a lot of really good studies show Tai Chi improve immunity, and that is something we all need with the present challenge. So thank you, Alex, for having me, and everybody. Thanks, Ernie and Pat, and see you again.